is a little different, but it's something that I'm really excited about. A couple of weeks ago on Makeup MLC's channel, I watched a video in which she pulled out 10 products that she was going to challenge herself to use up in 2013. And as I was watching it, I was interested and I thought it was a good idea, but I thought, you know, that's for someone with a much larger collection, not for someone like me. But recently for my birthday, I got a new vanity. So I've been going through and kind of organizing my makeup and going through and making sure that the products that I have are products I really enjoy using and that I love pulling out every morning. So as I was going through, I did set aside 10 products that either, they're not bad products, they're products that I like, but maybe I've had them for quite a while, so maybe it's time to finish them up, or I might have a product in my collection that I enjoy using more. So I'm going to share the 10 products that I'm challenging myself to use up this year. The first product is a skincare item, and this is the Clinique Even Better Dark Circle Corrector. The reason I picked this up was because it got a really good review on beautypedia.com, which is kind of like my go-to for when new products come out. And the reason it got such a high review was for the antioxidants inside of this. Now, I already have an antioxidant serum from Paula's Choice that I like to use. The thing that kind of separated this from that was because it was supposed to have a tint. So in my mind, I thought that maybe this would be good for days when I don't want to do the whole foundation, concealer, and powder. This would be something easy. Unfortunately, the tint really doesn't do anything at all. But it's not a bad product, and the antioxidants that in it are good, and it was expensive. So I do want to finish this up. I won't repurchase this because the antioxidant serum from Paula's Choice is significantly cheaper. So I think I'm about halfway, and if I use this morning and night, I don't think it should take too long to finish it up. Next is a primer from Too Faced. This is the Primed and Poreless Pure. This is the oil-free version of their primer. I actually really like this primer, and I do think it does a better job of masking my large pores in like this area and on my nose. I just think I like the finish of the Hourglass, the mineral primer, better, so I find myself grabbing for that Hourglass one day after day. So this is not a bad primer. I do really enjoy using it, so I'm just going to focus on this a little bit more because I am running pretty low on that Hourglass one. Next is something that I just have the teeniest bit left, and this is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. And every day I use it, I think I'm gonna be done with it, but it somehow has a little bit more. And I got this last January, so it's coming up on a year. And as of right now, this is the best American BB cream that I have tried. I tried a couple, I think 2 or 3 from the drugstore American BB creams, and I just wasn't impressed. Tried the Stila one and returned it. So this is the best American BB cream. And I had been using this on days when I needed my makeup to last for a really long time, but I have found 2 other foundations I like a little bit better, so I am going to try, and I don't think this one will take me much longer to finish up. I am a little embarrassed to show this next product because I think in one video, I think I remember saying like, oh, I only have 4 uses of this. It's the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, and I don't know, it's like the never-ending concealer. You don't need much of this at all. And I still have, I think it's like down to like this area of what I have left. This concealer, when I first got it, I was like, okay, this is it. I finally found like the best under eye concealer. The reason I really like it is because this lightest shade, which is Fair, the one I have, is really, really light without being white. So I do find it really brightening. And unfortunately, it is not like the name suggests creaseless on me. It settles in. I have about like 3 little lines right here, and just within seconds of applying this, it does settle in. So I found myself more reaching for the Bare Minerals, the little pot concealer I show a lot. So I'm going to finish using this up, hopefully one day it'll run out. And I'm just going to be really careful and make sure I set it really well with powder to kind of combat the creasing. Out of all the products I'm going to show you, this next one is probably the only one I don't really like, and it's the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Corrector. And I bought this to brighten underneath my eyes, and maybe I didn't get the right shade. The one I have it in is Fair, which I believe is the lightest, and I just kind of just disappears, and I don't think it does a great job brightening. But I have had it for quite a while, so I want to use it up. I'm going to use it underneath my eyes, kind of in this area, down my nose, and then like on my cheeks. So I think if I use it in all those places, it should be gone pretty quickly, and I can try something different. This next concealer is one I love a lot. It's the Revlon PhotoReady, and it comes almost in like a lipstick type tube. And I'm going to use this primarily on the redness around my nose and on any blemishes. I actually like this concealer a lot. I just have had it for quite a while, so I want to make sure I use it up before it goes bad. To set all my face makeup, I'm going to focus on the Makeup Forever HD powder. Now, for most of 2012, I used up a sample of the Tarte version of this powder, and I loved it. And I got this in a little like sample kit. It was I think it was like one of the 500 point perks at Sephora. and it's not bad. I definitely don't like it as much as I liked the Tarte. So I want to use this up. I think I'm a little bit, like maybe 1/3 of the way done. I would either like to purchase the full size of the Tarte, you know, or something else. I think Too Faced has done like a pressed version of their primed and poreless powder, so I might be interested in that. So I'm going to focus on this kind of jumbo sample and then decide what I want to buy full size. The Anastasia Beauty Express for brows and eyes used to be one of my favorite products, and I used both the powder and the wax for the better part of a year. I never have really liked the kind of like the highlighting little duo in here. And I've read that, you know, getting a brow product that has a little bit of an olive tint makes it look more natural. And I did use this and I never had an issue with it. But since I've gotten that little brow duo for redheads that I use all the time, I just like the look of that better on myself. I just feel like it livens my face and looks a little bit more natural. I didn't want to just toss this because I do still like the wax in here. And I've hit pan on the wax. So I'm planning on using my brow duo from Radiant Cosmetics in Redhead and then setting it with this brow wax. So that is what I'm hoping to use up in this little beauty duo. You might have noticed by now I have a slight obsession with black eyeliner pencils. I love buying them. I don't know why. It's not even the most exciting product to buy. My favorite are the Urban Decay Perversion, which is their like blackest of the black, and the NYX Slide On in Jet Black. And I think in the same kit that I got the Makeup Forever setting powder, I also got this little Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes in black. And I had heard such great things, but really this one doesn't really compare with those other two. So I'm going to use up this because I'm kind of like down to like a little nubbin of the NYX one. So hopefully I can use up this pretty quickly. The next product is one of my all-time favorite products. And before I made YouTube videos, I think I wore this every single day, and just something within like the past year and a half, like a switch flipped with me, and I just kind of lean more towards lipsticks than lip glosses. I still love this product, it just doesn't get as much love from me. And it is the Too Faced Glamour Gloss in the shade Sex Pot. And I have had this tube for probably 6 months, and I'm kind of getting down towards the end. And the reason I chose this to use up is because in a recent Sephora order, they sent me a sample size in the same exact shade. So I already have one in the background, so I can use up this and then still have one. And this is just a beautiful, just everyday, super glossy, like a little bit of like a lavender slight mauve lip gloss, and it just goes with everything. It's one of those colors that I can just put on when I don't really want to think about what makeup I'm wearing for the day. Those are the 10 products that I have challenged myself to use up in 2013, and I tried to set myself up for victory by picking products that I've already made a pretty good dent in, so hopefully you will be seeing these in some upcoming empties videos. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in my next video.